Shalom. Welcome once again to GMS Gals on the Streets. Want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, whom I worship. Wa, Rakah, Kwadash. Wa, double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this word of sincerity and in truth and who rule well. Today's topic I want to go into is the Doomsday Clock. I heard earlier in the week that they actually put the minute hand closer to midnight. Midnight represents Doomsday. Okay, so they put the minute hand closer to midnight. So before it used to be, I believe it was what like 3 minutes to midnight. Now it's 2, or I think they had moved it to 2 minutes, and now it's probably 1. So it's closer and closer, man. All right. Now the reason why they said, and I'm gonna read the article. The reason why they said they did this is because, of course, with the all the laws, and things that Trump is doing, everything that's happening with North Korea and between North Korea and the U.S. and different nations, they're saying that we're that much closer to Doomsday. All right, and this is put together by a panel of like nuclear scientists, like a committee, and I guess they convene every time they feel that the minute hand, if they feel that the minute hand has to get moved up to midnight because of some kind of event that's going on, they convene and get together and they move it. All right, so this is the year of prophecy, so there is no better topic to go into than what Doomsday. All right, because yes, Doomsday is on the horizon. The Bible, the Holy Bible, speaks of it. All the holy prophets spoke of Doomsday, and the Doomsday, though, not of God's people. God's people are the Hebrew Israelites. Who are God's people? Who are the Hebrew Israelites today? Those of Negro, Native American Indian, and Latino descent. All right, scattered throughout North, Central, South America, and throughout the whole world. Those are the lost tribes of the nation of Israel. All right, whether you want to believe it or not. So that's the time we're living in, and the Doomsday is going to happen. Doomsday is going to take place here in America. That's where the main catastrophic Doomsday event is going to take place. Nowhere else. All right, because the Bible also speaks of a certain place known as Babylon the Great. All right, Babylon the Great, and where is Babylon the Great? Babylon the Great is America. Okay, that's the geographical location, the continent known as the United States of America. All right, and the great destruction is going to happen here. All it speaks of in the scriptures. When you go to Revelation, the 17th chapter, it said that the 10 horns were gonna hate the whore and shoot at her and burn her with fire. Now those 10 horns is speaking about the European economic nations, the European economic community, getting together and destroying America, because America, they're gonna come to one agreement that America is the reason why the world economy is so screwed up, man. Okay, and so they're gonna burn her up with fire. All right, because America was just a big test, man, a testing grounds, for the new world order, for the elites, for the international banksters. Okay, and they did a great job in doing so, man. Yeah, they really stuck it to her, man. They really stuck it to this bitch, America. And the people are all lost. They don't know what the hell is going on. There's people walking. There's millions of people walking around here in America. They still don't understand the monetary system of America. All right, and how it works. There's people out there that believe still that look, if America runs out of money, hey, just go ahead and print some more. What's the big issue? The majority of people who think that way are these dumbass women. Hey, why not just print some more? It's paper anyway, right? This is the mentality of the sheeple of America, man, because they don't understand. Anyway, yeah, America is set for great judgment especially because Esau, who is a so-called white man, so-called white people. This is they. This is the person or the people that took our people or God's people, the nation of Israel, mainly those of the tribes of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Okay, and prior to them, the Native Americans and the rest of the like the tribes of Ephraim, you know, um, they took our people and tortured us. All right, they had us in slavery. They had us build up America for them. They didn't pay us a dime. All right, they raped, robbed, and murdered our people. Okay, and then claimed this land for themselves. Okay, and they've been living here and controlling things since then. All right, so they have to pay for that. All right, the day of vengeance is at hand for Esau, the Edomites, so-called white man, and it's coming. All right, so yes, we are very, very close to Doomsday. All right, and Doomsday, after Doomsday happens, because it's gonna happen to Esau, right here, in the land of America. After that happens, the Heavenly Father sees simultaneously as Doomsday is occurring, which is it's gonna happen by way of I don't know if you can see this image right here, but it shows bombs falling, and underground there's fire, mushroom clouds and stuff. That's exactly what is gonna happen. These nations, those 10 horns, are gonna shoot their missiles, nuclear missiles, all right, to America to burn her up with fire. Simultaneously as that's happening, the Heavenly Father is going to save his elect, all right, the 144,000 chosen elected men, all right, prophets and teachers that he chose out to teach his word, and then the multitude also that's a part of the elect, men, women, and children. Okay, he's going to save them in what are known as the UFOs. Okay, they are the chariots of Israel. They are the vehicles that the angels travel in. He's going to save our people in those, because that's the only type of vehicle, all right, that can save you from a destruction like that. These vehicles defy gravity. These vehicles disappear, reappear, all right, at a blink of an eye. There's no vehicle, all right, on Earth that man has created that can compete against these vehicles, all right. That's why Esau had their Area 51 building their their bomber jets and stealth jets and things that could represent UFOs, okay, but they cannot. They may look like them. They may move just a little, just a teensy wincy bit like them, but they are not like them. All right. So anyway, let me move on. Right. So we're dealing with the topic of Doomsday. So I'm gonna read an article dealing with Doomsday, and because this could very well happen this year. Things could happen within one day. And I like to bring this out a lot during 9/11. Right, during 9/11, there were That happened on a Tuesday, right? Early in the morning, right? Uh, September 1st of I'm sorry, uh, September September the 11th, right? In the year 2001. Right, so September the 11th of 2001, they nicknamed it 9/11 because September is the ninth month, and the on the 11th day of the month, right, in the year 2001. That's when it happened. All right, and the reason why it happened, well, it was it was by design. Okay, so but my point I'm trying to make is that that happened in one day. It changed the world, man. That's the day pretty much that time stopped. Okay, and it went down in history, man. Okay, so Doomsday, okay, according to the scriptures, it's only gonna take 1 hour. All right, and I could get that scripture. I'm gonna read Revelation chapter 18, verse 9, and it says, "And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her." Part of those kings are the same ones that's gonna burn her up with fire, burn America up with fire, right? Burn Babylon the Great up with fire. That's the European economic nations, right? Community. They're gonna burn her up with fire. Okay, and also dealing with the other nations like the Moabites, who are the Chinese, the Ammonites, who are the Japanese. Uh, the Hamitic nations. Um, they're gonna see the destruction of America from by way of satellite on their TVs, man. That's how they're gonna see it. Okay, the smoke, the satellites are going to pick up those images, all right? And it says, "Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, who judges her." It says, "And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her," right? They learn her ways. They learn the so-called democratic way. They set up shop here. They made all kind of money. Okay, they became filthy rich, and they went back to their lands. All right, and it says, "And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning." They're not gonna lament and bewail and cry over her because they loved her. They're gonna cry and lament and bewail because they made so much money, man. They got filthy rich. Alright? Off from America. And it says, right, it's 10th verse. It says, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, "Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come." You see? That mighty city, right? Because America, being ruled by the Edomites, the so-called white man, they've been ruling for a long time, man. Okay? They've been ruling since the conception of so-called America, right? 1776, and even since before then, up to this point, they had our people in slavery. They had their way with us. They did whatever they had to do, man. Okay, they had their way. They had their time. America was the so-called white man's kingdom of heaven. And they did what they had to do. But now it's time for her to be destroyed, man. Okay? To pay for her sins. And it says for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. Right. So that's how long it's gonna take for doomsday to happen to America in it's gonna take 1 hour, man. Okay? And it's talking about man's hour. Okay? Not the Most High's hour, man's hours. In other words, it's gonna take 60 minutes for America to be totally wiped off the face of the globe. All right, that's how many missiles. 200 million missiles. 200 million nuclear missiles. All right, are gonna be shot at her and burn her up. So what I'm going to do right now is go into an article I found dealing with the doomsday situation. I'm going to read it, and then I'm going to go into some scriptures and then close it out. So this is from a site called thebulletin.org. All right, and it says Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists. It says timeline. It is 2 minutes. Okay, so Salakia, it's 2 minutes now to midnight. Okay, midnight, which is 12 midnight, represents doomsday. Okay, it is 2 minutes to midnight. 2018, the failure of world leaders to address the largest threats to humanity's future is lamentable. But that failure can be reversed. It is 2 minutes to midnight, but the doomsday clock has ticked away from midnight in the past. And during the next year, the world can again move it further from apocalypse. Not if the Most High can help it, right? these nations, they just don't know what's in store for America, man, and for the whole world. All right. Yes, there's gonna be a new world order, but it's gonna be a righteous new world order under the one you so-called God in Christ. His name is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahweh Shai. Okay, and his people, the Israelites, all right, ruling with him. It says the warning the Science and Security Board now sends is clear. The danger obvious and imminent. The opportunity to reduce the danger is equally clear. The world has seen the threat posed by the misuse of information technology and witnessed the vulnerability of democracies to disinformation. But there is a flip side to the abuse of social media. Leaders react when citizens insist they do so, and citizens around the world can use the power of the internet to improve the long-term prospects of their children and grandchildren. They can insist on facts and discount nonsense. They can demand action to reduce the existential threat of nuclear war and unchecked climate change. They can seize the opportunity to make a safer and saner world. It says, see the full statement from the Science and Security Board on the 2018 Slovakia. It says, it is still 3 minutes to midnight. 2016. Last year, the Science and Security Board moved the doomsday clock forward to 3 minutes to midnight, noting, and the Captain Karab All right, and I and myself, we when they did that, we did a show on that. All right, and on the same day that they moved it, and now they went ahead and moved it again. Yeah, because it is a imminent danger and a fact that this is what's about to come, man. It says the probability of global catastrophe is very high, and the actions needed to reduce the risks of disaster must be taken very soon. That probability has not been reduced. The clock ticks, global danger looms, wise leaders should act immediately. See the full statement from the Science and Security Board on the 2016 time of the Doomsday Clock. And I guess they just keep on going all the time. So they changed it. So they changed it. You seen they changed it, this year, 2018. They changed it in 2017, 2016, 2015, 2012, 2010, 2007. They changed it 2002. And 2002, definitely, they changed it after what happened with the 9/11 so-called false flag terrorist attacks. All right, so let's read some scriptures. All right, this is Second Ezra, the 7th chapter and the 43rd verse. Right, it says, "But the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past." Right, because that's exactly what our Lord Yahweh Shai did. He defeated death. He defeated corruption, man. Right, and he put on immortality, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. It's called the kingdom of heaven, and we shall rule like this on earth. But it says, "But the day of doom shall be the end of this time." So we're living in the last days. We're living in the time of doom, and it will come. It's gonna come as a thief in the night, like the scriptures say. But the only ones who's gonna know is the elect of the Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. That's the only ones who's gonna know what time it is. We know what time it is. That's why we out here prophesying, man. Week in, week out. We do shows. We're active, man. In Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. This is not the time to get weak. This is not the time to lose faith. The prophecies are coming to pass. All you got to do is watch. Keep yourself active, man. Okay, so that your faith don't get weak. All right. Okay. This is First Peter, the 4th chapter and the 7th verse. It says, "But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer." And this is for me, and this is for all you brothers, all you GMS brothers, man. All right, no matter how long you've been in the faith for, man. This is what you're supposed to do. Be sober and be watching and pray to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai that when this day come, you make it. All right, you make it, man. That's all you. That's it, man. Keep yourself diligent. Keep yourself active in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and keep doing the work, man. And then in that day, you make it to the end, like the Lord said, man. And he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved, man. All right, and therefore that's how you know that you are truly the elect of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right. Lord help me. I'm gonna touch on more on this topic. All right. Later in the week or so, according to the Spirit. All right. So with that, I'm gonna say Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Barak. Call Akim Tasadakim. All right. Ba. I'm a one. Shaw. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Wa. Rakak Wadash. Shalom. This is Elder Soccer Run signing off.